Mike V, this is my position page. I lost all my layouts. Trust me. Action, load layout. I got 5 freaking layouts. Load layout. Actions, load layout. Now I got to load layouts or reconstruct very briefly. I don't have time to do it with you on the air. All right, listen. Let's get the TGH. Fuck. Sorry about that language. Go see Coach MU Weeklies. Hertz calls leading the way. FXIs. These are what has earnings after the close. Pure Clip ARM. Okay, here. These are I posted last night. Pure calls. I don't care if you're in what type of trader you're in. ARM. They're bombing. 7 weeklies. D-Dog. I'm in it. RBRK. Uber. They're still in it. Dell. Leaps. Bank of America leaps. Been posting that for days. Right there. They're bombing them. Fins are at the high, I believe. Hut. More calls. Bombing them. Nike follow through. They delay. Wells Fargo calls. Fin. Citicorp a fin. Morgan Stanley a fin. MU Weeklies. I pointed it out before. Pages of MU Weeklies as well as Goldman. All right. Fins, MU doesn't mean they're going to work. I can't do show too much of the public Jesus feed, but I will go to my settings are down. And you know what? I have a lot of positions on. And you know why I'm cool? Right into Tesla earnings, right into whatever, is because if I'm watching every tick, then I have too much on. I know what I have. I'm good with it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But did everybody catch this? Driving around getting the coffee. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's live. Hold on a second. I posted this before. Listen, what times? 3:04 Eastern. I'm still gonna give relevant information. I don't think I have to apologize. My freaking thing is down. But what's gonna happen at what I do at 3:54 or 3:58 is more important at 3:04. Trust me. If it's gonna work, it's gonna work. If it's gonna work at 3:59, it's gonna work at 9:02 in the morning. I thought this was funny. I'm driving around getting the coffee. Yeah, Mike V. You guys should be in TGH. Run towards the volatility. And by the way, that's my background there in upstate New York. Look at this still. Middle of April, if you will. No, not even a leaf on the tree. Can't even hit a bucket of golf balls anymore. By the way, guest on tomorrow. I want to show you something, okay? And this is emblematic of a couple of things. First and foremost, it's about the team at TradeGateHub and a tie with Coach. They call him Dale Pinkert. It's the opposite Dale Pinkert. They call him Coach. Christian Fromhertz. Seriously, not kidding. Okay, that's who's on tomorrow. I follow 55 people out of a lot, believe me. He's one of 55. That was even before he had on. Guy's solid. Solid as they come. I consider giving him money. If I had a gun to my head, I had not many people. Coach has got him tomorrow. 10:30. Invaluable markets. Right after Tesla comes on. We appreciate that, Christian. First class. Hood bearish. Yeah, right here, bottom left. Fins at the high. Upside breadth 83%. Yesterday at this time was downside 83%. It was. You want to know how? Once again, one of the 55 people curated. You're looking for winners. Hang in there. Trust me. The bell buzzer. Let's go to Walter Deemer, who's beautiful with the breadth. And I believe yesterday at this time it was down 83%. That's it. Final reading. Downside. Literally 24 hours ago. Literally. 23. Yesterday was down for 84%. Today it's upside 83%. You know what that says? Trade. A lot of these inside days. Netflix still acting very well. Listen, I get a lot of people waiting. It seems everybody is waiting. It's that I like. Everybody's waiting for a retest. And maybe everybody wants a retest. I get it. I understand it. I find every time I start to play offense, I start playing defense. And when I play defense, I'm playing pretty good defense and I'm left with no offense because I'm tired of playing defense. It is what it is. TMDX. Tired of. I gotta put my layout on. Now I'm getting a little nervous. Not nervous, anxious. All right, here you go. Sometimes I reference trading to hopscotch. I don't know why. If you don't know what hopscotch is, it's very effeminate. I don't even think I've ever played it. Matter of fact, I know I haven't. But you know, when I used to go to New York City and they used to draw the chalks of hopscotch, this is why I think of it. All right, suppose you have a good firm. You have a nice up opener, you have Tesla. Standing on 2 feet, and you throw the rock, which is the up open. Then you got Besant, guy's literally driving the markets, everybody combined more than him. It hit more than anybody combined. He's speaking tomorrow at 10 a.m. That gets a repost. That's part of it. That's a don't possibly be a 5 to 15 minute binary situation where if you're not aware, you're gonna have to lot, and if it goes against you, you're probably gonna have to do more work than you want to get back to where it was. Be aware. Hope that makes sense. It should. All right, leave it there. All right, it is what it is. There you go. See, okay. Another thing. Okay, I'm not preaching my own style. I don't have the best style. I know I don't. I know I do my style pretty well after, demos and getting heard and confidence. But I'm not biased. I don't care if the market goes up or down. What I do care is hopefully the VIX goes up. So what is my point? Is when I told you about retweeting like Besant tomorrow, and then I have a news feed, you know what I mean? Trust the data. You know what I mean? I'm not saying how to play it. You ask me, I may have an idea. I'll probably be out of half the things, but he speaks at 10 o'clock considering Tesla's earnings and everything. You get the picture. All right. So cheers. Car taking calls. All right. TGH, I've been saying all day long, hurts off the board. Not a breath. Not a shape. See all that foliage you saw? I'm going to tell you, that's a very good, you know what? That's a second level. Let me finish my point. Point was, yeah, I know what it was. I have so many things going through my head, but I can collect it. Like, thank God I can collect pages of what is it? Yeah, hurt. Yeah, banks are leading. Hertz. Take a look at Hertz. Hertz, more calls now. All right, so why not? If they're buying, listen, it's not just saying buy Hertz. It's maybe a symbolic of the squeeze stocks. Hertz is a dog. We all know it is. But then they buy car. I got to, yeah. So they buy some car calls. Some guy's putting how much into it? Quarter bill. Guy put a quarter note into car in June. So he's saying, you know what? It might not work right away, but eventually someone's going to get squeezed. And that's what a lot of things in the market feel like they feel like. Citicorp. Oh, you got to take this off because it's too much. By the way, if I was stranded on a proverbial desert island and pay for a site, this site right here. We can't endorse it more. MU Weeklies. Second level question. And that sticks into my head because that's good thinking. MU's a commodity stock, G. You know that. Okay. It trades as a commodity, these DRAMs. And whether it's going to play some catch up with the GPUs of the AI revolution or the semiconductor bounce. Semis do okay. I don't know if it's MU, but the cliche, if you will, or still holds true. I mean, a lot of people play it. Is the semis and banks usually, drive the market. Three things I was a pretty good gauge of the market. Still old school. Apple, J.P. Morgan, and Apple and J.P. Morgan usually. MU weeklies. Listen. Okay, another point here. They're playing MU weeklies. All right, that's fine. Nope, may or may not work. But what I've been pointing out, you may or not work, and that's why you have a demo where you're trading small, is the ARM bombs. All right, so something's up. They're an ARM and MU. It's apples to oranges, but there's still fruits. All right, so they're bombing ARM calls, and I am in that in the fund. And MU, they've been trading too. So maybe there is a little dip in the semis. A little pop in the semis. I'm not seeing anybody buying the SOX or the SPX yet. This hurts off the board. So they bought car. I get it. Was that a decent answer, G? It's gotten to the point with you where it's a democracy. I'm starting to talk with you, not to you. Everybody hid. They're all hiding. You know what that is? Bullish. They're all hiding. Everybody hide. Have a nice day. I don't even have my platform up. Into Tesla numbers. Freaking animal, that's why. Nothing's going on yet. See, everybody's blowing up. Okay? The good thing about what I do, and I'm proud of it, curating my Twitter feed, I have another news feed, don't get me wrong. And I have one screen I don't share because it's private, blah, blah, blah. Okay, everybody's tweeting the same thing. There's a Christian. Guest tomorrow. He's on top of it. High-level dude. I'll even give him a thanks. Okay, Bloomberg, Wally, Bessett, Wall Street Engine speaking. I gave you the news. Boom. It's important. All right. It'll be irrelevant. Oh, the dumpster diving. See that? Joe, sharp dude. They're dumpster diving. That means they're playing the dogs. There's another one. We're all chasing the same thing. Okay? FX up in K-Web, upside call spreads. Blocks. Trust the data. You know the best thing about TGH? And it's free data. Joe's a free, he's giving it out free. Is this. Excuse me. I'm not even in a lot of them. It's not like I'm taking a victory lap. FXI bullish. This was hours ago. Loading China. They've even taken plug calls. Plug is taking calls. Plug. Which tells me SCDG might bounce because they're buying that dog. No, I'm not going to take that. Somebody had a HTZ comment. Well, gee, I'm not going to lie to you, man. This is your freaking forte. Put me in this thing. Okay? I'm asking for your help. I have no ego. I'm not placating. Put me in this thing. What price? Let's build a freaking position together. I can take the hit. You don't have to tell me how many shares you do. I'll show you mine. Do you like car? Why are we buying something like, I'm even looking, why are we buying something like TripAdvisor? Is that going? These are off the top of my head. How about Expedia? TripAdvisor's a squeezing dog. They're all talking about that. Said this guy's killing it. Dollar Tree. All I want to tell you is one thing, Gerard. I'm proud of everybody. Really am. Gerard, all of this DLTR. Ever since the insider buying. That was 2 weeks ago. G was giving me the freaking thumbs up. The right sector. Still live. Here's my platform right here. You want to see my platform, Mike V? There's my platform. But I got a lot. You know what I do? Like that. And I can do it via, pardon me. At the 19th. freaking platforms I have. Trade on the phone, the desktop. I'm fucking heating up here. We'll leave off. Something right there. See this guy? If you haven't been lucky enough to get to follow him or let him follow you, that's an important post. Right into the close. Watch. Max Payne. They came down. 525 is the strike price. Now I gotta go.